You won't believe what you saw in those clips, not because it wasn't real, but because it shouldn't be. They crawl, glide, and vanish, leaving behind only blurry footage and burning questions. Let's count down the most unsettling, mysterious, and downright terrifying creatures that were never meant to be filmed. Number 1. The Nightcrawler, California's walking enigma. Some believe it's an alien. Others claim it's a cryptid known as the Nightcrawler, a spirit said to guard the forests. One thing's certain, nothing natural moves like this. Strange, pale creatures with no arms, tiny heads, and unnaturally long legs were first caught on a home security camera, gliding silently across a lawn. But years later, a motion sensor camera in Yosemite National Park captured two similar figures, moving eerily through the trees. They moved with a haunting fluidity, almost as if they were weightless, floating more than walking. No sound, no aggression, just a ghostly march through the yard as though they had somewhere specific to be. Some claimed the figures were marionettes or a well-crafted hoax. Others insisted they were extraterrestrial beings or interdimensional travelers. The Fresno Nightcrawler has since become a local legend. No one knows what the Nightcrawlers are. Were they a warning, a glitch in reality, or just passing through a world that isn't theirs? But the Nightcrawlers weren't the only ones to leave behind more questions than answers. Hundreds of miles away, on the misty shores of Long Island, something grotesque and unrecognizable surfaced, bloated, hairless, and staring blankly at the sky. No footprints, no trail, just a body and a mystery. Number 2. The Mongoose Monster, Long Island's bizarre beach find. What you can see in the video is a mysterious bald creature washed up on the shores of Montauk, Long Island, New York in 2008. It came in with the tide like a message, but instead of a note, it left people wondering. Grotesque, hairless, pink, leathery skin stretched over a bloated frame, clawed, almost human-like fingers, and a face that looked like a twisted mix of a dog, a bird, and something not of this earth. Photos of the creature spread like wildfire. People wanted answers. What was this thing? Some said it was a mutated raccoon, others a decomposing turtle, minus the shell. But the theories only got darker from there. A failed government experiment? A genetic test subject that escaped from Plum Island, just a few miles away? Before authorities could step in, the body mysteriously vanished. No tests, no samples, no answers. Was it a mistake of nature? A man-made nightmare? Or proof that the sea still keeps secrets we were never meant to uncover? Next, we're talking about one of the most chilling figures in North America. He's known by many names: Sasquatch, Yeti, the wild man of the woods. But most of us just call him. Number 3. Bigfoot. For over a century, people across North America have reported seeing a massive ape-like creature, over 7 feet tall, covered in dark hair, walking upright like a man. The first major footage, 1967, Bluff Creek, California. A large, hairy creature striding upright, turning its head as if it knew it was being filmed. That clip has never been fully debunked. Hundreds of sightings since. Howls in the night. Trees snapped like twigs. Footprints too deep and too wide. People swear they've seen it, heard it, even locked eyes with it, and left terrified. So what do you think? Could it be an undiscovered species? Just a myth born from fear? Or something far stranger? Something that doesn't want to be found? While Bigfoot might be a shy giant, more curious than cruel, there's another creature lurking in the northern forests. One that doesn't just watch from the shadows. Number 4, the Wendigo. Now imagine this. You're deep in the northern woods, just you, the trees, and the cold. Then you hear something. Not footsteps, not a voice. Just breathing, walking toward you in the dead of night. Silent, starving, and staring right through you. A terrifying creature from Native American folklore, described as a gaunt, emaciated humanoid with glowing eyes, sharp claws, and a craving for human flesh. Hikers, hunters, and campers have all reported seeing it, lurking at the tree line, just watching. Sometimes they catch it on camera, but never clearly. Just shadows, silhouettes. The Wendigo isn't just a monster, it's a warning, a spirit of madness, starvation, and the darkest parts of the human soul. You thought the woods were terrifying. At least there you can run. You can scream. But underwater, there's no sound, no escape. Sink into the black, where sunlight dies and monsters drift just beyond the lights, because what waits in the deep doesn't walk on land. It floats, alien, silent, and watching. Meet the deep-sea alien squid. Number 5. Magnapina Squid. Discovered only recently by deep-sea submersibles, this creature's strange movements and bizarre body shape make it look like it doesn't belong here on this planet. It doesn't swim like normal squids. It hovers, limbs trailing like puppet strings as if controlled by something unseen. Its arms can stretch over 20 feet long, jointed, spindly, and eerily slow. Almost mechanical. It doesn't dart or flee, it just waits. Its body is small in comparison, almost disproportionately so, adding to its unnatural silhouette. The tentacles are extremely thin and trail downward in the water like wires or threads. Some say it's just evolution at its strangest. Others believe we're only beginning to uncover what truly lives in Earth's final frontier. But if that's just the squid we've seen, imagine what's still hiding in the dark. The Magnapina is still just a squid, a known species, a biological oddity. But some explorers say they've seen something deeper, something shaped like us. But not quite. Yes, we are talking about. Number 6. The deep sea mermaid. Not a fish, not a squid. Something humanoid, something with a face. They call it the deep sea mermaid. Pale skin, long webbed hands, eyes too large for the skull, and a mouth that opens just a little too wide. They move fast, too fast for any known human swimmer, and when they're seen it's always in the darkest depths, as if they're hiding or hunting. Suddenly, an impact. A pale, webbed hand slams against the observation window, leaving a trail of suction marks as it slides away. As you can see in the clip, the crew is stunned. Replaying the footage reveals a humanoid figure with elongated limbs and large, dark eyes, features unlike any known marine creature. Was it a misidentified animal? A trick of the light? Or something else, something that challenges our understanding of the ocean's depths? The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, and we've explored less than 5% of it. So before you call mermaids a myth, ask yourself, what else might be down there watching? The hand at the glass, a whisper from the unknown. Because down here, nothing is as it seems. Evolution doesn't follow rules. It creates monsters, ancient and absolutely real. But some creatures don't just disturb, they deny the explanation entirely. Witnesses call it. Number 7, the Theningen, a pale giant drifting beneath Antarctic ice. Among Japanese whale research vessels, whispers began decades ago. Tales of something massive moving beneath the ice, pale, smooth-skinned, and human-shaped. They called it the Ningen, meaning human in Japanese. A name born from fear and resemblance. What you saw was a 30-meter-long creature with arms, legs, and a head, but no face. It moves silently through freezing black water, surfacing only when it knows you're watching. And then it sinks, leaving only distorted sonar and unanswered questions. Some believe it's a hoax, others an undiscovered species. What if something stayed hidden down here? Not alien, not mythical, but something evolved in the dark. Something that doesn't need us to believe in it, to keep existing. If the Theningen swims beneath the ice, then what swims below even that? No earthquakes, no iceberg, and no known creature large enough to make that sound. Number 8, the Bloop. In 1997, something made a sound so loud it was picked up by hydrophones over 3,000 miles apart. Scientists at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration logged it. An ultra-low frequency burst, rising in pitch, quick, violent, and completely unexplained. They called it the Bloop, a harmless name for a sound that has never been fully identified. It came from the depths of the southern Pacific. Its profile didn't match any natural event, and it was organic in pattern, as if made by a living thing. But what kind of creature could be large enough to create a sound, heard halfway around the world? Some speculate it was a massive, undiscovered sea creature, asleep beneath the waves for millennia. Others believe it was something awakening. The bloop was heard only once, and then, never again. Maybe it swam away, or maybe it's still down there, just waiting to be heard again. The bloop was never seen, only heard. A single, massive cry from the ocean's blackest trench, and then silence. But what if some monsters don't hide in legend? It's not a myth, it's not a rumor. It's the number 9. Colossal Squid, a creature so large, so alien. It was only first filmed alive in the 21st century. It's the largest invertebrate ever discovered by mankind. Caught accidentally by fishing vessels, the few specimens we've recovered are over 14 feet long, and they were juveniles. Armed with rotating hooks on its tentacles, a beak strong enough to shatter bone, and the largest eyes of any creature on Earth. This isn't just a predator, it's a nightmare, engineered by the darkest parts of the ocean. Scientists believe it dwells deeper than any human has gone, lurking in the freezing twilight zone of the ocean, where light dies and pressure crushes. But the most disturbing question isn't how big it is, it's how many of them are out there. If what we've found are the weak ones, what do the healthy ones look like? From the forests above to the crushing dark below, these creatures defy logic, and yet their evidence lingers. A blurry shape, a distant sound, a pale hand pressed against glass. Whether ancient beasts, spirits of legend, or something science hasn't named yet. What we've seen is only a glimpse. They don't ask to be believed. They wait, in the trees, beneath the ice, behind the lens of a camera just before the feed cuts to black. Maybe monsters aren't hiding from us. Maybe we're the ones afraid to look too closely. But here's the real question. Could there be something even older, something beyond our imagination, still lurking in the shadows of this world? Let us know what you think in the comments. We're dying to hear your theories. And if you want to watch more intriguing videos just like this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.